Fighting games are, I was about to say evolving, but that doesn't really fail because it's the Evolution tournament. EVO is short for Evolution, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they're evolving all the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, EVO went on, and we watched part of it. Or rather, I watched part of it.
Yeah. I watched, fuck. I wanna say 60%, maybe 70.
Alright.
And
I
yeah,
believe you did say you missed out on the CvS3 tournament because it was running at the same time as another tournament and they deprioritized it.
Yeah, CvS2 and Xrd were running at the same time as Melty and Mortal Kombat 12.
Okay.
I missed out on those. And like any of the other ones that were on the small stage, because those were scheduled to run alongside other tournaments. So like Rivals of Vader 2, I missed. Fucking, I actually don't know what else there was. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, I believe. I missed that one too.
Okay.
But yeah, like even out of the main stage stuff, like I didn't watch City of the Wolves. I didn't watch technically I watched Tekken 8. I just wish I didn't. And then Grand Blue, I skipped out on because it's Grand Blue. Not gonna lie.
Yep, I do not blame you.
But I watched everything else on the main stage.
Alright.
So yeah. I guess you want to just walk down news in chronological order? And then get back
let's
to
do
you?
that.
Alright. Well, 2 weeks ago, apparently, was when we first saw the character select screen for Miss Marvel specifically, you know, for Tokon.
Yeah.
It do look like Arxis, yes.
It does, and I saw people saying there are going to be 36 Doctor Dooms. No, 36 characters on the roster. And I was thinking, maybe if 10 of those are DLC.
I mean, Arxis
we'll
said,
see.
I watched Ruffelmanger's video on Tokon, because I've been trying to gauge like what people say about it, more or less. And Ruffelmanger said that Arxis allegedly announced that they're planning on supporting Tokon for 10 years.
Oh lord.
So, you know,
that's quite a that's quite an estimate to make. Holy damn.
I hope they don't update the character select. They just do like Mugen does, and you just go into the fucking the portraits, and there's more characters there.
Go off screen to access the DLC roster.
Yeah. Then, B was revealed for Project L.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this to you already off recording, but her super move looks really derpy.
Yes.
Someone had a stylized idea. It didn't work, but, you know, they had an idea.
Yeah. I mean, the best part, I think, of 2XKO Project L, whatever the fuck, is I'm scrolling through the news, and one of the news is Project L will be playable offline.
Huh?
Which, I mean, on one hand, that kind of says everything about the game that you need to know. On the other hand, multiverses.
Yeah. A multiverses is still playable offline, and only offline.
True. Then, Mr. Beast was revealed for Invincible Versus.
Oh no.
That's what they called him in the official fucking gameplay trailer, so that's his name now.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I don't know about you.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know about you, but the more footage I see of Invincible Versus, the more I'm like, this is Battle for the Grid. This is just Battle for the Grid, but like with KI stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some major gameplay differences, but in terms of we don't have a much of a budget and are nonetheless choosing to make a tag fighter with as big of a roster as we can try, yes, they're very similar in that way.
Not only that, but also
So,
like the animation style. It is what really bothers me about both games.
yes, we don't have much budget.
Yes, like it's very stiff looking. The animation's cut off at points that don't make sense, and like this would be fine if the game was 2D. It's not. Like it's jarring, to me at least.
Yeah.
I mean, like fuck it for like the first season or whatever until they can get a proof of concept out of the way and just get funding through that. Like I would have even been fine if they just went, okay, you know what, Donkey Kong Country, the fighting game, we just make the models and then scan them in for sprites. Because like even that I think would have had more of a style that allows you to skip on frames like they do.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where like I understand that fluid animation isn't really possible in tech fighters because they need to be hyper. And you need to cut off animation so that you can do more combo and shit. But I don't know, like Marvel figured out a way to make it not look jarring. Fucking Fighter Z figured out a way to make it not look jarring. Tokon is figuring out a way to make it not look jarring. And I don't know if it's the visual style or if it's a problem with the animation or if it's just their models or whatever that's really causing me to dislike it like that. But yeah, it just like it just really reminds me of Battle for the Grid.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear Strive is updating Ranked Match.
Yes, they are. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah.
Oh, should I go ahead and say how?
Yeah.
Okay. So for one thing, they're adding just regular ass ranked match. No need to go back to the towers, which I would have said like a few months ago before I actually purchased Strive myself. I would have said, oh, sweet, now I can actually play the game. But in fairness, they already have a mode for the tower-based multiplayer where you can just sit and practice and the game will automatically find you people to fight from the towers. It's quick match.
Yeah.
And that's nice. But the new ranked mode will apparently be separate from tower rankings. I don't know if this means everybody's just going to abandon the towers. I mean, it's people just if you're going to do the whole lobby system thing, let people run their own private lobbies, whatever.
They do.
Oh, okay. Then don't run the public lobbies. Anyways, so ranked mode is going to be introduced, and it is going to be character divided for ranking, much the same way as Tekken does it and Street Fighter 6 does it. So your rankings with Potemkin will not cross over to your rankings with Johnny, will not cross over to your rankings with May, and so on. And if you are the sort to play multiple characters in Guilty Gear and not just stick with one main, there's good news. Because it no longer means that you can pick a character that you're not very good with and get your ass beat by people that are at the same skill level as the character that you're best with, your main. And conversely, you won't have your pocket picks dragging down your ranking for your main.
Yeah. Like I think
I'm sure there are a certain degree of Smurfers who might be mad about this, but they're irrelevant.
Fuck them. But yeah, like
up their asses.
Yeah. Like I think this is probably the best way to go about it, about ranking systems, in my opinion, just because of what you said. You're allowed to play a wider variety of characters and without being, whatchamacallit, without getting bogged down by your main's rank, which some people argue that Tekken does it best because Tekken makes it so there's a default rank that your characters level up to. but like what you call it, passively.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like maybe I genuinely do not know how much of a problem smurfing like that is, because I would assume that in most strength fighters there's placement matches, and the placement matches will figure out where you should go. So people will only have to suffer you for 10 games.
Oh, I got sneezes that ain't coming through. I am sorry. My allergies have just gone nuts today. And the last couple days, there's something in the air out here. But anyways.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, on some level, I want to be cynical and say that Arxis can still find ways to screw things up for online multiplayer, and they still don't get it. Because, I mean, the last few years, they've made it look like they don't get it. But in fairness, there's been a lot of improvement on Strive, just on them making it where you don't have to go to the towers at all. So maybe they finally wised up.
Yeah. I don't know if this is still true.
Yeah, that's good news for Strive. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if this is still true, but 2 weeks ago, roughly, Honor and Impact was the worst rated game on Steam of the year.
Oh my lord! Who? Really?
Yes, it beat out the game that is an Unreal Engine asset flip. By the way.
I mean, there's probably loads of. Okay, it can't be the lowest rated game on Steam this year anymore. It's got a mixed rating.
Okay, then yeah, I would assume not. But 11 days ago is when this article got posted, and according to the article, it was at the time.
So yeah, things aren't going well for them, but I mean,
Bushiroad. This is what they expected. Bushiroad.
Yeah, it was kind of just a cheap cash in, to my understanding. So
Yes.
like, pretty standard. Sucks for everybody who was really excited for the game, though. I know there are a lot of people who thought, here we go, there's going to be a tag fighter that's willing to be jank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, along similar lines, they announced the first DLC thing, the first season of DLC. Real presumptuous of them, mind you, but they announced the first season of DLC, and it has like 2 characters that people wanted out of 4.
Okay, I don't know anything about Hunter x Hunter.
I don't know.
Well, they're probably assuming there's going to be a season 2.
Yeah. For some reason. Fantasy Strike. After all these years, has added the option to play against friends.
Fantasy Strike is still getting support?
No. It just updated it out of the blue to add that.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I guess all of the Steam comments going like, hey, I downloaded the free version and I literally can't fucking play the game. Up to them.
I suppose that makes sense, yeah.
As mind you, in the free version, you get you got, I suppose, training mode and like casual matchmaking against randos, but there was no way to play with your friends unless you bought the game.
Huh. Well, I'm glad they fixed that. This seems a little bit late, but nonetheless, I'm glad they did fix it.
Yeah. We got more stuff about the new Sony arcade stick, which I have told you about. Well, the things that pertain to me most during EVO, but I'm not sure if that made it into the video. Yeah?
Okay.
So, the major thing was the other stuff, like who knows what sort of buttons and what kind of lever it is in there and stuff like that. But the major thing to me that really sells this as an idea is that uh you know fight sticks generally have a gate, as in the shape of the enclosure, which changes the feel of the stick. Some games or some players prefer a square stick. Some players prefer an octagonal. For Tekken, I believe it's better to play octagonal, for example. Sony have revealed that the stick part of the stick comes out the backside, and you can hot swap the gate.
Weird.
And it comes with octagonal, square, and I believe triangular gate or something like that.
Okay.
And like that to me just seems like the killer app for this stick, because it's not something that I've really seen at all. And it does strike me as an interesting proposition. Because, like, once again, like, it also depends on what kind of characters you play. Because I heard that that octagonal sticks are better for grapplers because of the full circle motions. That's shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's good they offer freedom of options, yeah.
Yeah. Invincible Versus and Tokon did release their like first guides, which we did watch.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing was, Pink popped up in the middle, so we kind of stopped paying attention to it to talk about the Tokon guides to Pink.
Yeah.
Which I don't think should be a shock. I don't think you or I are either of us are excited for Invincible Versus. I hold the possibility that it could be good. I like for it to be good. But at the end of the day, to be honest, I'm not looking to add another fighting game to the set I'm playing right now. Because, like, Tokon is the one that I look at and it's like, yep, I'm picking that one up. Other than that, it's like, well, I kind of want to stick to Street Fighter 6, Tokon, bit of Strive. Once I get the fight stick, I'd like to try out a multitude of old games, and I'm not really looking to add Invincible Versus to the set, you know?
Yeah.
And on top of that, as you've said, it looks ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, and as for my part, it reminds me of a tech fighter that I've already played and disliked. Well, I don't know. Like, I didn't dislike Battle for the Grid. It just was nothing that I wanted out of a tech fighter. So.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's made by the KI devs, which, is good for the people who like KI because it will feel like KI. And I've already heard that it feels like KI. I did not like how KI felt. So that's another negative for me. And I just have no interest in the IP. I have no attachment to the Invincible IP. So it's just a swing and a miss. in every sense of the word. Or whatever the phrase. Alright. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection announced that there's gonna be physical versions, for one.
Yeah.
But also, everyone's favorite game.
Yeah, this is the part I've been curious about this whole time. Are we going to finally get a version of Trilogy that fixes Trilogy's weird nonsense?
Well, some of it. Well, I don't know exactly. I did watch them talk about how they include Trilogy and shit like that, and they did say that they're gonna try and fix some of the issues that Trilogy had, and the one that they brought up as the most you needed, I suppose. The one that they used as an example was that Shang Tsung's loading is gone. You can play Shang Tsung the way he's actually supposed to be.
Okay, that's what I was hoping to hear. I did hear they didn't fix a weird bug where the wrong music plays on the wrong levels, though.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I forget who I heard about that from, but I did hear that was going on. So that's one slight error, but to be honest, I don't think it's something that even most people would even notice.
Yeah. All right. Then, Virtua Fight Revo World Stage is coming out.
That's the newest version of Virtua Fighter 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, I saw they're going to be making dual role playable, but other than that, what's different?
They're adding the World Tour mode from Virtua Fighter 4, and they're also adding like more customization, I think, because of the World Tour mode.
Cool.
And yeah, this update is only for the current gen systems and PC. PC gets it for free. Current gen systems have to buy it again. If you're on PS4, then you get like a 30% discount, and that's it.
Oh boy! Shoutouts to how strange it is for Virtua Fighter of all games to get an update that's like, "Hey, more single player content." Like, really?
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter, the fighting game that's pretty well for the entirety of its history been no story, no single player content whatsoever. Just get in there and have sets.
Well, see, this isn't story mode. This isn't like
I said sets, not sex, by the way.
Yeah, like this is not story mode. This is not single player content. You don't learn about Akira Yuki or whatever the fuck. Like that still doesn't matter. World Tour mode in that is a simulation of you going to arcades and entering tournaments, and they're adding that.
Yeah, still single player content. I didn't.
Not really.
Story, we're still not doing that.
Like, it's technically single player content, but it's single player content in the same way that Ghost Battle is. You know? Like, Ghost Battle is cool,
hang
but
on.
it's...
Yes, I did. Hang on. When I say single player content, that doesn't mean necessarily what you're asking for. Just simply more content to play in single player.
Yeah. Then, Invincible Versus is adding motion inputs.
Yeah! Good for them.
I do like how they put out the thing and in the image as motion inputs, not final.
Well, they're probably going to have to think about what motion inputs they put in.
Yeah.
And it will also raise questions. Like, these characters were designed first to not have motion inputs. Like, what kind of implications is that going to have for the character designs and for the inputs they decide on?
Pentagram.
Yes. For every character's super move. No matter whether or not the super move is even any good.
I mean, the legend is hard to read. Some of the motions. Because, like, you know, quarter circle has its own separate thing, and like you can read that quite easily. Then they have other motions, and I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Like one of the things, actually, that's all three. Oh no. Okay. So in Invincible Versus, the not final motion inputs are the following: quarter circle forward, quarter circle backward, reverse Shoryuken.
Oh,
like it's not down forward or whatever. It's back, up, and then diagonal up, but to the back side, to your characters, like back. From what I can read, and maybe it's a regular Shoryuken, and their fucking legend just sucks, but that's what it looks like to me.
So I had a thought in my head of, well, since the intention first was to make it just a easy input super game, what if now that they're adding super inputs, they just went, you know what? What if we just put in the nastiest super inputs and special inputs possible and just made it disgusting?
Yeah.
And say, you fellas, you asked for it.
Uh, they get the old KOF team, like from '94, on call to just come up with weirder inputs. Like I want an input where you had like, oh, imagine this. Level 3 super grab. You have to input forward, neutral, down, neutral, back, neutral, up, neutral, and then the diagonals return to neutral between each of them.
Yeah.
Like if you get it out, it's like an insta kill. But you're never fucking getting it out, are you?
What you're suggesting now is order Soul Dragon install.
Yeah, kinda. Granblue is adding EX characters.
Cool. I'm surprised that Arxis is still doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what this calls to mind, but it won't happen?
Yeah.
Is it not, broadly speaking, the Granblue guys that are working on Tokon?
Yes.
There's no way this will happen, because if they're going to want to develop this as much as they're saying they want to develop this, it would be too many characters. But what if they're like, EX Marvel characters?
Oh no. We finally give Peter the gun.
Yeah. Every single move Spider-Man does causes you to get stuck in web ball.
Yeah. His level 3 becomes
Dr. Doom can now set 2 Aegis reflectors.
Peter's Desperation Super is an install. Uncle Ben is in the sky. He plays like Galactus.
Captain America picks up the entirety of Terry Bogard's moveset.
Yeah.
And okay. And let me throw on an additional little rider there. So in Marvel Heroes, Captain America had a unique subsystem, the Super Soldier Serum system, that he could build up by connecting normal moves that allowed him to spend stocks from the Super Soldier Serum to cancel any of his special moves into any of his other special moves. And keeping in mind, this is a Diablo game, so it was weird. But nonetheless, let's say Captain America can also do this in EX mode.
EX Iron Man becomes a puppet character.
Oh, man. All right.
Miss Marvel summons all of the other Marvels. It's Carol Danvers and fucking Captain and the first Captain Marvel's corpse. He's still dead.
They just throw his cancer tumor at you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
SNK has announced...
That is legitimately...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, that is legitimately quite good news for Granblue. I don't care about Granblue. I don't think you do either. But it's good for Granblue. This is fun. Like, EX characters are fun content.
Yeah.
They're japes, and they're never going to see use in the competitive sphere because they're deliberately built to be nonsense. But they're fun japes, and it's not something Arxis has done since, I believe,
Central
Chrono
Fiction.
Phantasma.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Doesn't have the EX
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like I remember very distinctly. It's the only thing you said you didn't like about the only reason. I remember when Central Fiction came out, you said you personally didn't want to upgrade from Chrono Phantasma to Central Fiction because it didn't have the EX versions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nonetheless, you were saying about
Yes.
SNK.
So SNK has announced that just like everyone else, they're also running their own tournament scene now.
Right, with the oodles of money.
Yes, so listen to this. The SNK World Championship starts off at the DreamHack Atlanta. And here are the prize pools. City of the Wolves, 2.5 million. KOF 15, 1 million. Sam Show 7, 500,000. And Art of Fighting 3 for 100k.
Which is pretty good for a game that's 30 fucking years old. Like, as soon as I heard the KOF number, I was like, really? Less than half the price pool for Fatal Fury? No, I had to stop and go, no, it's still $1 million, asshole.
Yeah. Like, even assuming, like, okay, they will share that those prices probably are among the top 3. Like, even if that's an equal share, that's fucking, like, $400,000.
I mean, I assume the winner's probably going to get half and then a quarter each to the second and third.
Yeah, but that's still half a fucking mil, so you know.
Well, yeah. That, like,
and like 250k, which, you know.
That is like, you get to spend the next 7 or 8 years just sitting around the house doing nothing money.
Yeah.
You just exist for that time period.
That's you go home and you pray to your shrine of Terry Bogard money.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like even 100k for Art of Fighting 3, like people have said, people called online that I saw, that this is probably so that they can do the tournament, and then at DreamHack Atlanta or something like that, they will show more of the new Art of Fighting.
Okay. Wait, so people are wondering if there's going to be an Art of Fighting 4?
We know that there's going to be an Art of Fighting 4.
Oh, God, right. This was a thing that was mentioned. But why, though?
I don't know.
I like SNK, but why? Why try and bring back Art of Fighting?
I don't know, but I
Like,
know I know this. The main roster is going to be Rio, Robert, King, and Ronaldo. He's a god in the Fatal Fury universe. He's omnipresent, never aging.
But it's not the real Ronaldo. It's just some guy mantling Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And it is so delightful, the contrast. Because I think everyone can agree that Ronaldo's a plague. But now every time there's a fighting game event, you see like 4 dudes at least dressed up as Ganachi.
I still hate him too. He's just, you know,
yeah,
like,
I figured.
It's just the difference is like I don't really shout at Ganachi as much, because Ganachi, for all of his faults, is not a sex pest, and also not associated with football. And those two are enough for me to project my ire solely on Ronaldo and then forget he exists, where he belongs.
That is going to be the question with anything SNK does in the future is the Saudi strategy for the SNK games in the future going to be continually, let's try and put in celebrity characters as a shock?
Yeah. I was gonna joke that they will make a new Metal Slug and it will have Rambo in it, but like no, Rambo being in Metal Slug would actually be cool, so it won't happen.
Yeah, like, well, that's also Rambo's a fictional character.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is a real person, and Salvatore Ganachi is the persona of a real person. Like, there's a certain degree of fictionality to Salvatore Ganachi, but not really. Like, I was thinking for a second, like, okay, KOF. I was about to joke, like, oh, they could add The Rock. I was like, well, they already kind of did that with the mobile game, for one thing. And for another thing, I don't think a pro wrestler would be as out of place as Ronaldo or Ganache. With that said, I wouldn't want it to be The Rock, because The Rock's a fucking loser, but I prefer it be a cool wrestler.
The gobbledygooker.
Exactly. Fucking, there we go. Someone was picking up what I was putting down.
Yeah. But yeah, like there is some sort of more of a leeway with pro wrestling and like movie characters that you can have. Which I mean, I would argue that they're also a bit too close to the sun for my taste. But at least you can say, hey, this isn't the guy. This is the guy playing a very obvious character, and we know the character more than the guy.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, if
it feels stupid to suggest that Ronaldo Cristiano can actually take on various fictional characters who are good at fighting in a fight.
Yes. Like, the fucking... Like, genuinely, no joke. Ronaldo is, like... Ronaldo in, whatchamacallit, Ronaldo in fighting games is like if they added KSI, like they do in the wrestling games. He has no fucking place being here. It's a waste of fucking death time. And money. Big money.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, yeah. On to the next bit of news.
Yeah, I'm looking. Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is getting an update. It's adding something that is very shocking, in that apparently Plasma Sword is getting an update where they add the flowchart for the moves, which is shocking to me because that was in the OG release. I didn't know that it was gone.
Okay.
But yeah, like they're adding that to the training mode, that you can turn it on or off. The little thing that tells you what links into what. But also, Alpha 3 Max is getting an update, making it into... Oh no, Alpha 3 Upper is getting an update that makes it into Alpha 3 Max.
Yes. Eagle is finally released from the CvS3 dungeon.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Not really.
Still not really, but...
You know, the funny thing here is that I recorded a playthrough of Max on the PSP, of playing through as Ingrid, and I had planned, and I will still probably do this, but I had planned to release it like a week before she releases for Street Fighter 6. So if people are interested in her, then they can see what her story was in Street Fighter thus far, whatever. And in that video, I spent the entire thing going like, man, I fucking wish that Capcom could figure out a way to add these characters to Upper, or like just do a port of Double Upper or something like that, because there is no definite way or definite play version of Street Fighter Alpha 3. Here it is. But it's gonna be really funny in a year, you know, when I release that video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, now we raise the question of like, oh, now that Capcom's done this, I want them to give me other free stuff, right? Now I'm thinking for a second, okay, go back to the Darkstalkers collection and add that version of Darkstalkers for internet connection or
for
whatever
matching service
for the Dreamcast. Yeah, for matching service that has all the characters from both Vampire Survivor and Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
Or Vampire Savior and Vampire Hunter.
I mean,
rather. Not Vampire Survivors. Lord.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing here is, by the way, that the version of Upper that is running here is not the home console release, it's the arcade release. So they took the characters that they made for the PSP and backported them to the arcade release. And like when the news came out, I was watching this MVC2 with Pink, and I was like, that just strikes me as more work than just porting the game. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
quite a bit.
I appreciate it, don't get me wrong. I'm really happy for this. But also, wow, that's a lot of work. So like,
oh man.
so like, yeah, I think instead of asking for Vampire for matching service, it's more realistic to say Capcom should backport the characters that they made for matching, or they put in matching service into the arcade version of fucking Darkstalkers. Because apparently that's just what they do.
Yeah.
But this does also mean one thing, which is it's gonna be scary for some people. But technically, we are getting an arcade version of Ingrid. So we're getting a canon power level for Ingrid.
Which, I mean, we will be in a little bit with Street Fighter 6 anyways.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, this also means Maki is released from the portable pits.
Yes. The only thing that really throws a wrench into the whole thing, which I think like you know, I saw people point this out, and like I'm fine with these characters not actually being canon, or like only somewhat being canon, because Yun.
Yeah, he raises questions.
I did not. I actually have to boot up my PSP and play through as Yun to see if he actually has a story. Because if he has a story, then yeah, we're having troubles. You know.
Well, I mean, I would have always thought of him as a young man, well, a teenager, pretty well in Street Fighter 3. But the thing is, he's in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, true.
So, was he like? Did he just look like that when he was 12?
Yeah. Like Yan and Yang are actually vampires. They cannot age.
Yeah. Well, no, Yang still had to grow up. Yun just was born like that.
I know we saw Yang and Yan in 6, and they still look the same.
Oh man. Yeah, Street Fighter's timeline gets screwed with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
We could see the progression of time because Sakura's finally graduated high school. Good lord, and we watched Akuma's hair go gray.
Yeah, and also Elena has also graduated. She's learning a trade as of 6.
That would make. Oh, go ahead.
She's trying to become a vet.
I see. Isn't she a princess?
Yes.
Well, I guess points to her for not being the idle rich.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I think that whole generation is supposed to have by now be considered to be grown up, right?
Yeah.
Elena, Sakura, Ibuki. We haven't seen Ibuki since then. Who knows what her character is going to be if her character isn't, I don't really like being a ninja, but I have to. I really just want to chase boys all day.
Yeah. I mean, Ibuki and Mai should interact. They need to. Especially grown up Ibuki.
Yeah, well, oh god, because Ibuki's going to try and get Andy.
Yeah. I mean, it could go one of two ways, because either Ibuki will try to get with Andy, or Ibuki will see Mai and go, is that the way I am?
Well, Mai's a married woman now.
Yeah.
Oh boy, alright.
Okay, then. Under Night revealed Izumi. She's coming August 19th.
Yeah! I actually did not. I forgot to watch the trailer.
Ah. She is Fishwoman. She does water things.
Oh, I see.
Oh, she has the rain bubble.
The who bubble?
Rain.
Oh no! Wait, like with
Mortal Kombat,
rain
yes.
can move you around in the bubble.
Oh, I don't think she can move you around, but she can catch you in the bubble. Yeah.
Okay, so in the vein of both Rain and Thanos.
Yeah. And that's basically most of the interesting stuff that I remember seeing of her. Like, you know, I'm not deep enough into uni to be able to tell of just normals.
Yeah.
To know how a character will play. She seemed like a keep away zoner type of character.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Then, Remblue is ending Vilnas.
I can assure you, I definitely didn't watch the trailer for this.
Yep. Me neither.
All right.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Omni-Man.
Yeah. He's here and he's clapping cheeks, specifically his own.
Omni-Man just looked like less feature extensive version of Mortal Kombat Omni-Man, if I'm gonna be honest.
Does not shock me.
Like, there were certainly moves that I remember them sharing. The only thing that I can really remember being surprised about is that he has just a straight up Shoryuken for some reason.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I question. We've said it before. It's going to be weird them trying to figure out how do we make all of these Viltrumites have unique move sets. How is Omni-Man going to be different from Invincible? Which Invincible himself, I suppose he's just going to be like Kishoto, but with no Hadouken. He's going to have very standard tools that are both, you know, good for footsies, good for a little bit of rushdown, good for a bit of runaway. Omni-Man is probably going to be more of a heavy rushdown character because he's aggressive and he's, you know, considerably more competent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when Invincible Versus comes around, if people say it's real good, and if it's priced reasonably, I will be looking into it at the time. But to be honest, I'm not really going to be paying attention to Invincible Versus.
Yeah.
For quite some time. There is a distinct chance Invincible Versus comes out and it's really good, and people go, "Yo, this shit is good. Get in." I mean, people are going to say that the first week, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's just a spit in the face, like Hunter x Hunter and Impact. But if after that first week it's still, you know, considered to be quite good, then I'll be curious to try it. But, you know, like I said, it's just I'm having a hard time fitting it in. If it was a slower year for fighting games, I'd be more interested.
Then Lucy.
Yes. She has shit with her cables.
Yes, she is whip.
Yeah.
So she too shall be relegated to the whip drawer. I'd like to play whip because I think she's cool, but I can't. So
yeah. She has her quick hacks from 2077.
yes,
Which is really curious because she's got like fucking 10 of them. And they spend RAM, so she has to keep track of a RAM sub-mechanic. That is curious. What the hell would half the quick hacks even do? Because logically, you can't turn off the opponent's buttons in Guilty Gear Strive. That would be kind of bullshit.
I assume it's I assume it's like debuffs, stuff like that. I don't know. Lucy shits your pants.
I would assume the majority of them are. Yeah. I don't know how this fits into canon. Oh, go ahead.
I can also imagine one where she like disables your meters, either one, for a bit of time.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. God, being able to turn off the opponent's burst could be brutal.
Yeah.
So, story-wise, I don't know how the hell she's going to fit into Guilty Gear. Presumably, she's just having a mental episode or whatever, and now she's in Guilty Gear world. Because to my understanding, the plot of Edge Runners. Spoiler for Edge Runners, everyone. The plot of Edge Runners is everyone else in the cast except her dies. Adam Spencer just fucking annihilates all of them. And then she goes to the moon.
Okay. She's up there with Mega Man Walnut.
Yeah. And they never getting a sequel to mention.
Yeah.
But we'll still bring you up every now and then.
She's up there with Mega Man Walnut and White Nick Fury. Last I heard, he's up there.
I think he is. Yeah, I believe that was their way of getting rid of White Fury to give way to Black Fury. Which I know they should be called Senior and Junior, but there's something that's just hilarious to me about calling them White Fury and Black Fury.
Yeah.
Because it makes it sound like you're not referring to their race. It makes them sound like fucking anime heroes.
Yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, I don't know what the hell this is going to entail, because Guilty Gear doesn't do crossover characters. So like, and nowadays with so many crossover characters in games, they tend to try and work them into the lore somewhat.
Yeah.
So is there just going to be a thing that's like, so yeah, the backyard actually connects with Cyberpunk and Guilty Gear universes?
The backyard is actually a server. Guilty Gear is actually an offshoot of Digimon.
And like, this also begs the question. To my understanding, CDPR tends to be very, I guess, tit for tat on crossovers. Is Cyberpunk going to be like, so anyways, if you look in this alleyway, you can find the Junkyard Dog and do volcanic vipers people.
You can find the Junkyard Dog, the wrestler.
Come on. Yes, it's a weird Vis-a-Vis Queen reference. Because do you know why it is that the Soul's sword is named the Junkyard Dog?
No.
Because in the Territories, Junkyard Dog's theme song that he came out to was another one, Bites the Dust by Queen.
Oh, that's a fucking deep cut.
Yep. Well, it's Soul. He's all Queen all the way down. Even the stuff that's a reference to somebody else is still a reference to Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucy. Hey, cool. Anyway.
Yes. Then, Guilty Gear Strive 2.0.
Yes, so this... Okay. So obviously, there's, going by past FGAs, there's what would be interesting to us for them to add. Which is, hey, more combo. And I think you'd really want for you to be able to Gatling from punch to kick to slash again.
Not even. Honestly, I think at this point, if like I would be fine if they just make the game feel better. Just make it feel more open. Because I am noticing that most of my problems with games that I don't like comes down to the game feel. And one of the major problems that I had with Guilty Gear, Strive, that is that compared to past Guilty Gear games, it feels a lot more enclosed. Like, I don't have this problem with fucking Street Fighter 6, because Street Fighter has always felt a bit stiff in control. Like, Street Fighter, you know, it's grounded, it's footsies, you're supposed to do links and shit. You're not supposed to be able to do whatever into whatever. So, Street Fighter 6 is very open. Surprisingly so, for a Street Fighter game. And it feels good. And that's also why I don't like 4 and 5 as much, because 4 and 5 put the focus on links, and the links feel very closed in ways that Alpha and Third Strike aren't.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically my major complaint about Guilty Gear Strive is, well, for one, the speed, but for another, just how the links feel, because it feels like Street Fighter 5 links. So it just feels like, oh, I could do this combo, but I'm not allowed to because Ono is watching me right now. So like, if they just...
Stripe definitely has a...
Yeah?
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Strive definitely has a weird thing where there are buttons that feel like they should be launchers, but they're only launchers on counter hit.
Yeah. And like that, like I don't know if I don't exactly know what they would need to fix specifically, because game feel is a very abstract concept. Like it's very subjective and abstract, so it's hard to put into words exactly what they need to fix and how. But like I don't know, speeding the game up, maybe giving the characters more tools. Fucking I don't know, just making it so more shit combos into more shit, maybe. But like those are the main yeah, go ahead.
I feel like with Strive it gets screwy to discuss it, because like I think the characters that got gimped the hardest are your two mains, Chip and Biken. So like I'm sitting here like, well, I can't say I feel like this is so strongly as A does. I have to stop myself and go, wait, my boys are Slayer, Faust, Potemkin. Faust got hit a little bit because his teleport isn't as strong. The doors will always be better than the scarecrows, but they put the scarecrows in because Faust is kind of a nightmare for noobs because of the door teleport.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I mean, Slayer lost a little bit, but I was never a big Undertow guy. Other than that, though, Slayer pretty well got, like, Dandy Step is just better now because he just gets free 50/50s out of it and a super plus button out of it. Faust is just better because now he can eat item throw and store it, so he can also plan around it. No, actually, Faust I would say is a sideways move because being able to eat items is, that's awesome. On the other hand, he lost out on going my way. It got switched out for mix, and mix isn't as good because it doesn't have a downward trajectory.
Yeah.
And then there's Potemkin, who, if you compare Guilty Gear X to Potemkin, to Strive Potemkin, it's like, well, he lost the vacuum on down slash. Other than that, though, Potemkin's just better in Strive than Igzard. Like, if you put Strive Potemkin in Igzard, he would strictly be better. And, like, so when I think, I don't think Strive feels that much, like, more gimped combo-wise, I have to stop and go, well, for one thing, I never played the big combo monster characters. For another thing, all three of the guys that I play didn't get gimped.
Yeah.
Even when they lost stuff, they picked up stuff to make up for it.
Yeah, and like main, like Johnny. Johnny feels fine in Strive. Like I'll give Strive that. Johnny feels fine for the most part. There's some stuff that he that I do miss on him from whatchamacallit, from Exert, but with Exert, like it's one of those things where like whenever I say that I prefer Exert Johnny, I mean his kit and not his placement on the tier. Like if they managed to fucking somehow balance that kit so that it didn't deal all of the damage and have all of the tools, then then I would still like Johnny. Because like that's the thing, I play Johnny in most any Guilty Gear that he's in. So yeah, like I'm not really fucking tier whoring for him. But
yeah,
like fucking Strive Johnny definitely feels more like X2 Johnny. That being said, the major difference between XX Johnny and Strive Johnny, which I very much like, because they like genuinely the reason that I like Exert Johnny more than XX Johnny is that he has Air Mist Finder. They gave us Air Mist Finder to Strive Johnny, so I'm fine with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the coin mechanic, like if you really like the coin mechanic, then I can see why you would not like the card one. But like, yeah, I don't really mind either way. I like the coins, I like the cards. It's just a slightly different set play.
Yeah.
Really, I guess the other stuff that I can really raise against Strive as a major thing that I could point. Well, the wall breaks, yeah, but I think a part is that the levels feel too cramped. Everyone feels like they have way too longer reach.
Yeah, they're definitely, Strive is a big normals game.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, with Nago, like, that's the point of Nago. If they were to do a Guilty Gear X4, Nago would still be Big Button Man, because that is the core of his identity, the same way that Chip is Fast Movement Man, Potemkin is Grappler Man. Nago is, I hit you at the other side of the screen with my Heavy Slash Man.
Yeah.
But really, the majority of the cast, besides Chip and Giovanna, has some really fucking far-reaching stuff. And admittedly, even Giovanna has the ability to jump across the screen with her weird cross-up move.
I don't think it has that much reach unless they buffed it. I remember her best getting their move during the beta was Spiral Arrow, and Spiral Arrow was fucking like minus on reaction. But yeah, like those are my main things. Which like I don't know if they were like if they would be open to fixing any of those with a Strive 2.0.
Yeah, I think there's a very small, like, okay. Other than you and a few some tweets that come up on the tweeters, the primary FGC exposure I get is actually the Total War modders, who a considerable chunk of them are also FGC guys. And they're really hoping that Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 adds instant kills.
Sure, I mean they are missing, but you know, it's like that's I don't know. Like it's such a minor thing. Like not minor to put in, just minor change to making gameplay.
Yeah, like instant kills are cool. And they are one of the things that made made Guilty Gears prior to Strive something that people paid some degree of attention to. Because instant kills are in the same category as Injustice Supers and Mortal Kombat Fatalities. That will always have an audience of people just looking up on YouTube. Everyone Biken's instant kill on everyone else on the roster.
Yeah.
With that said, yeah, it's, I mean, neat, but it's not a meaningful change. And I don't see Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 not having some big gameplay changes. I mean, it was kind of a big statement when the director dude came out on stage and said, hey, that was pretty good for the last time Strive's going to be on the main stage of EVO.
Yeah.
That kind of implies, like, oh, big fucking shit coming.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am
Go ahead.
I am thinking of picking up Strive since it's on sale. Just so I get more whatchamacallit, like more experience with the game, so I can formulate my opinion better. Because, you know, my opinion is mostly just like what I remember of the beta, and like, you know, what we played a couple of months ago. And that's well, there is exposure to the game. It's not quite as in-depth as it could be.
Yeah. Now I question. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, like at the same time, like I don't know if there is a feasible way for them to make Guilty Gear Strive into a game that I would actually like. And like even as it is currently, like I can say, like it is the whatchamacallit, it's the Assassin's Creed 4 problem. I can look at this game and say, yeah, it has warts, but it's a good game. But then I look at it as a part of a series, and I cannot say the same in that context. You know?
Yeah.
Like it is a poor representation of the series it's a part of. It is a good product, but it's not a good representation of the series it's a part of. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, like, okay, what they're probably going to do with Strive 2.0 is they're going to add another new universal move, right? Which, the thing, because like that's the simplest way to have a big change to the game balance and have a quote-unquote, you know, new addition to the gameplay systems without having to go in and rebalance every character or give every character a new move necessarily.
Yeah.
But I question if such a thing is even possible now. Because, okay, we got bursts. We got the blue burst and gold burst. We got like 5 different Roman cancels. We've got that weird shit on quarter circle forward dust that's the like not dead angle attack.
We have flawless defense.
I'm sorry, what?
We have
Someone falls down their pants?
No,
What'd
we have faultless defense.
Yeah, we have flawless defense.
We have just defense, I think.
Like, what would they plan on adding?
They had the top system from Garo.
Oh no.
That's right.
No,
Depending on where you put it, you can use the move for approximately 2 frames before it's gone.
Well, I saw the guys on the Total War modding Discord come up with a really scary idea. They're like, "Hey, what if they added Danger Time back?" And I thought, well, for one thing, that wasn't great in Ixard. For another thing, Danger Time's thing is, oh, hey, surprise! Now any button can kill. Do we need that in Strive?
Okay, imagine this. You enter danger time. Nagoriyuki is one of the players. You enter danger time. Without any input, Nagoriyuki just drops dead. He's gone.
Yes! What? You enter danger time against Potemkin, and you just go immediately to the victory screen.
Yeah. There actually was yeah.
Go ahead.
Because of EVO's internet issues during this year, there actually was, I forget which tournament it was, but there was it was MVC2. In one of the matches, Captain Commando was tagged in, and then it hard cut to the win screen for the other team.
Yeah. By all means, that is the correct cut for Captain Commando.
But that's the thing. This was during EVO. This was live. The internet fucked up this way in the best way possible.
So
yeah, anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what else. The grid meter.
Oh no.
X Factor.
So it's just X Factor level 3 immediately because
yes.
No one's playing 3v3 mode.
Yes. Fuck. But yeah.
All
then
right,
they
hang
also
on. Before we move on. Oh, hang on. Let me get this cat hair on. There we go. If, hypothetically, Guilty Gear 2.0 is going on the plan of, okay, every character gets one new special move. What do you want for Chip?
See, it's been so long that I've played Strive Chip because he felt bad. I don't remember what he's missing.
The teleport.
He's missing other stuff too. At least from what I remember.
Huh, okay.
Fuck. I don't know. His double core circle back in air double core circle back kick super where he summons a fuck ton of shurikens, I guess.
Okay.
Well, not shurikens, kunai. Same difference.
Yeah. All right. And what special move would you want Biken to have?
Her grab.
Okay.
Like, genuinely, out of all of the shit that she's missing in Strive, that is the one I miss most because it was a mix-up.
Yeah.
And also, like, the grab was just the donk grab was just a very good combo starter.
Yeah.
And then Johnny should get coins back just to fuck with people. He now has 2 resources.
And coins and cards.
Yeah. Like, next update in Guilty Gear 3.0, he's getting dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's if he's hit you with the coin and thus got the coin buff for the Mistfinder, and then he Mistfinders the card, it creates a fucking atomic mushroom cloud.
If he Mistfinders the card with a level 3, it's just Judgment Cut.
Yep.
Which we know that he can do because he did it in the Exert story.
Yep.
All
right.
So they are, as well as the just saying that there's gonna be a big overhaul of Strive. Well, who knows how big, but allegedly big overhaul of Strive. They also did these two characters.
Oh yes. So they showed the outlines of two characters' waists, one of whom wearing a belt with a plate that says Ennui, and the other a person with sexy exposed tattooed legs, drooping sleeves, and apparently drooping hair fixed into a bow shape, a ribbon shape. So yeah, Turbo-Key and Jam.
Yes.
Which people have been asking for Jam since Guilty Gear Strive came out.
She's in the files. Jam is in the files.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, is it just me or are Jam fans, like, bizarre and crazy?
Yes.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm fine with Jam. But I've never seen Jam as anything special. But there is a certain class of Jam. Like, Jam has more fans than, like, half the core cast of Guilty Gear. I've never seen as many. Like, I have never seen Milia fans to the degree I've seen Jam fans. I have never seen Zato fans to the degree I've seen Jam fans.
Yeah, the only two characters who can rival Jam, I think, are Baiken and now Bridget.
Oh, Bridget's always had a big fan base. Bridget's fan base is different now than it used to be, but Bridget's always had a big fan base. Because Bridget's fan base now is very LGBT centered, and also people that want to fuck her. Bridget's fan base used to be just people that wanted to fuck him.
Yeah.
I'll also throw in Potemkin fans. A lot less people want to fuck Potemkin than Baiken or Bridget or Jam. But nonetheless, Potemkin fans are there, and they are just devouring tubs of glue and making the stinkiest memes of the Guilty Gear community.
Oh, by the way, there's something that I need. This reminded me. I need to fault you for something.
What's that?
YouTube recommends me like FGC, newer FGC content creators, and they're all fucking Grappler mains. I can't take it anymore. This is your fault somehow.
I have definitely sent you a Frankentank video or two, who is Mr. Arxis Grappler Man. I don't know who else I've done that to you with, but
no,
I might
not even that. Not even that. Like I don't know exactly how possible it is that you're at fault. I wanted to blame you for it, so I have a scapegoat. But like genuinely, for the past like couple of years, YouTube has been sometimes recommending me smaller creators, and it's like, oh, they talk about like whatever this obscure game and whatever, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Potemkin main. And then they just say, and you know, if it was just the main grapplers, that would have no problem. Main whoever the fuck you want. But statements like that are always followed by going, man, Rushdown characters fucking suck and shouldn't exist in games.
I was just going to mention earlier while I was thinking about it, Frankentake has an excellent video on the Potemkin Chip matchup. And specifically, the 10-10 matchup meme. Which, have you heard about that one?
No, but I can imagine it. Like, it depends on who gets first blood.
So, yeah, it's called the 10-10 matchup because everyone can agree Potemkin Chip is a 10-0 matchup. They just can't agree which way the 10's going and which way the 0's going.
Yeah. I mean, I would argue that it depends on who gets first blood. Like, if Chip draws first blood and can continue the mix, Potemkin cannot get a move in. And the other way around, if Chip gets caught with a potbuster, he's fucking dead. especially in Strive,
Yeah.
but in older games too.
Yeah. And what the bit of the video that I really liked was it pointed out logically, like Frank-N-Take, of course, is a Potemkin main, a hard Potemkin main. Like almost all of his videos are about Potemkin or Tager or Waldstein. But nonetheless, as a Potemkin main, he was saying, okay, yeah, so Potemkin does shitloads of damage, and that's why he can fucking annihilate Chip in a second if he can catch him. Conversely, Chip has the movement abilities of Yes, and Potemkin has the opposite. So if Chip just doesn't, like, if Chip just keeps mixing it up, Potemkin can't catch him. But they pointed out something that never occurred to me. They pointed out Chip has the movement capabilities that once he gets life advantage, he can just spend the rest of the match running away, back jumping and shuriken throwing and air dashing and all kinds of shit to just stay away from Potemkin the moment he gets health advantage. But Frank-N-Take points out, but this has never been a problem. Even in the competitive scene, even though logically every Chip should do it if they want to win, no Chip player does this. Do you know why? And then there's like, a little delay. And he says,
yeah, monkey brain.
Because Chip players are the same as us.
Yeah.
They're not playing to win. They're playing. Potemkin players play because they just want to hit Potbuster. Chip players do not play Chip to run away. If you want to run away, you pick like Faust or somebody. If you want to run, like if you pick Chip, it's because you want to be in the opponent's face. Yeah. Up, down, left, right, all over them.
Yeah.
That just cracked me up because it's like, legitimately.
Yeah, like I think I have so much like such a good time playing grapplers is because I'm a rush down main. So like, I just do the same thing, but instead of doing combo, I just mix you up and do grapple. So it works out.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Robo-Key and Jam, do we assume this 2.0 is going to come with more than just 2 characters from the jump, or is it just going to be, here's a big edition update, and also it's going to come with 2 characters, then we're going to move on to Season 5?
Yeah, judging by Exert, the Revelator 2, it should come with the 2 characters and then move on to adding more DLC if they want.
Okay, that would make sense. I assume then Season 5, I mean, by that point... Well, I saw the other day the Guilty Gear Arxis put out a popularity poll some time ago, and Robo-Key and Jam were pretty well at the top, and Raven was shortly after them. And then I saw that at the bottom, though, were Zappa and Coom, and then at the very bottom was Answer. So I do find that a bit funny, like, well, I keep thinking, like, well, shit, if Strive wants to keep going any longer, they're just going to end up collecting everybody. Because who the fuck else is left?
Yeah.
But that's funny to look at and think, well, I know the one person who likes Answer.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you right now that I didn't vote in that poll, so...
Yeah. You might bumped him up to above Coom.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I like both characters, so they would have just been like slightly above wherever they've been by 1 vote.
Might put him above Zappa.
Yeah.
Oh man!
But so, yeah, like they have the Exort characters that they don't have yet, or they have Zappa. They have like after that they have like Dr. Paradigm. Fucking
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There's Cliff and Justice, but they're seemingly just locked in the canonically dead pile.
Yeah. We need to do a crossover with Tekken first, so we can figure out how to make them undead.
Yeah, Tekken will do it.
But yeah, like
either which way, I am curious to see how Robo-Key's going to look in Strive, because we've not seen Robo-Key in 3D ever.
I mean, we've seen his head.
Yeah, but we've not seen like his wacky, bizarro moves.
Yeah.
And I kind of question, like, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
We can make predictions. What moves of his are getting cut? The damage aura.
Oh shit! I don't know him well enough.
Oh, he had a move where he'd send out a like little trace or something like that. It would light up a part of the map for a bit, and if you stood in it, I think he either dealt more damage or healed a bit, something like that. I think that's gone. I don't think that's returning.
I could see either A, that's gone, or B, that's now the core of his kit and what they built all his gameplay around.
Yeah.
No way in between. That is the kind of weirdo Guilty Gear move that is just not going to stick around as a thing he can do, but also choose not to do. You know?
Yeah. And then let's see, what else did he have? Otherwise, just had key moves, so like...
Yeah, key moves, then a little bit of extra weirdo zoning. Oh god, right, he had the... You remember the charge pad on Dust?
Yes.
That shit is... Well, I imagine they're going to change it to make it less weird. Because if memory serves, he just straight up didn't have a sweep. Because the pad didn't count as a move that hit. It was just a button that he could put down and then he could step on and charge up.
Yeah.
My bet is that the charge pad in some fashion stays, but now when Key brings it out, it has a hitbox, so if he does touch you with it, then it still knocks you down.
Imagine if RoboKey has Grease Sever, but not actual Key.
I don't remember if RoboKey even had Greed Sever in X2.
I remember him having it.
Okay. Didn't he have like a weird janky version of it, though? I mean, well, it's RoboKey.
Yeah.
Everything about him is supposed to be weird and janky.
Probably.
Oh, shit.
Alright, what move is Gem losing?
Jam, I feel like is... Oh, God. Well, Jam... Jam's a character I've always played just button mashy. I know you can put in quarter circles to get most of her stuff, so that's just what I did.
She has a little Shoryuken like flip that she does. I forget what it's actually used for. I think that's gone. Like it was like some like little kicks that she'd flip out of or something like that. I just remember doing it accidentally a lot whenever I played Jam.
Yeah, it would make sense for her to lose a Shoryu. I could see that. Jam is probably going to keep her weirdo identity of being able to charge up to improve the special moves before she does them.
Yeah.
That seems like a very Strive thing, you know?
Yeah. Alright, then, IGN may have accidentally done a fucky wucky. And revealed the new Tokon character.
Yes, I did see that. It's not a character that's a huge shock. It's a character I think we all knew was coming, but nonetheless, they did fuck up.
Yes, so Doctor Strange is possibly a part of Marvel Tokon.
And he's going to hit you with daggers of the leak. Anyways. So yeah, I think we kind of, I think we all kind of figured Doc was going to come in because the MCU has just made Doctor Strange one of the core Marvel characters that if he's not there, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird that it came out leaked in this way because the leak, correct me if I'm wrong, is IGN saying that he'll be one of the playable characters in the closed beta, which no, he isn't.
Oh yes.
It would be kind of weird if Arxis was gonna just keep that a secret up until the day of the beta.
I mean, I'm gonna be real here. I think they just like I don't know how they fucked this up because they're also saying that Spider-Man is in there, and I don't think Spider-Man is in there, y'all. I don't remember seeing him as an option.
Like was it just that Arxis communicated something like this way earlier, and IGN just never fixed it?
I don't know, because from what I can tell from the rest of the description, it's just gonna be the fucking thing that they showed off at EVO, but with online capabilities. So it should be, you know, the characters that we know. But instead of who are we missing? Instead of I nearly called him Nova. Fuck. Instead of Star-Lord.
The characters that weren't playable at TOCON were Spidey and Ghost Rider.
No, I mean the ones who were in the fucking thing, the EVO booth. So the ones from this list that are missing, are Miss Marvel and Star-Lord. And instead of them, we have Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Okay, so the initial idea for the beta would have gone with more initially iconic characters. They decided to change them out for Miss Marvel and Star-Lord, who are not nobodies, but they're not nearly as iconic as Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. But I do wonder are Doctor Strange and Spider-Man just not ready to show?
I don't know.
This game's still a year out.
Yeah. I mean, I genuinely, considering that Spider-Man was in the reveal trailer, genuinely the only working theory that I have about why Spider-Man is being withheld from us is that either he has a level 3 where he becomes Venom, or someone or they actually made him the emissary from hell version of Spider-Man, and Marvel just caught wind of it and they have to remove the gun.
Part of the question I would have is okay, what are the chances that Spider-Man's not being shown to the public just yet, or not being put in the public's hands just yet, because he has some kind of web ball, and they found out that he has an infinite loop off of it, and they haven't yet figured out a way to fix it.
Oh, maybe.
Because Marvel vs. Capcom had that problem with Spidey a couple times.
Yeah,
that was real awkward. Nonetheless, yeah. So the TOCON footage, it looks good. I am curious to hear more about it. I have not yet watched Max's breakdowns. I will be getting around to it before the next FGA, certainly. Nonetheless, we have seen the systems. We have seen the character inputs. We have seen that everyone has the same inputs. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Oh,
which is...
I have good news for you.
What's up?
Speaking of this. Alright, can you take a guess what archetype Storm fits into?
Storm is seemingly a very Rachel Alucard-esque zoner.
No. Storm is a command grab character.
What?
Yes.
Wait! Rachel Alucard with a command grab?
Yes.
Okay, I was curious about that because I think I heard people say, oh, Ms. Marvel's thing where she reaches across the screen, that's a command grab. And I was like, what?
Yeah, so according to Rufelmonger, he played two characters the most, Doctor Doom and Storm. Storm, he went with Doctor Doom because it looked like he has a command grab. He doesn't, it's a hit grab. And then he tried out Storm, and she's a command grab character. And yes, you can push yourself forward into a command grab.
Okay, well that would be why they designed her that way. Okay, I've scrolled up in our fighting game thread up to the inputs to the special move lists, and yes, I see that Storm has a move called Cold Embrace on Shoryuken, which looks like a command. Okay, so is that going to be the command grab input for TOCON? Is Shoryuken? That's odd.
Maybe.
Huh? But I guess she grapples you and then freezes you. Oh god! If she freezes you, is that a combo starter?
I don't know. But yeah, so
that, dear lord,
that's the big news that I've heard of TOCON. Also, apparently Dragon Rush is in the, or not Dragon Rush, fucking Super Dash is in the game. much to my dismay.
Oh, I did not hear about this. I did hear that throw, your character dashes a little bit when you press throw, so it's a little bit Dragon Rush. What's the super dash deal?
I don't know, because I keep hearing all of the people that I hear talk about their experiences say that there's a super dash, but they never actually explain how.
Oh, well, there is the weird air lunge thing that you can spend a chunk of meter for. Are they meaning that?
I don't know.
Super dash would make no sense on quite a few of the characters.
Yeah.
Because what would Miss Marvel or Captain America even do? They can't fly.
Oh yeah, that's the other point. Miss Marvel does not have an air dash.
No, she does not. She is supposed to use the hand grab to do it instead.
Yes.
She's like Rash from Killer Instinct with the tongue grab.
Yeah. Or like your favorite
Miss
character,
Marvel...
Spencer.
Yeah. Miss Marvel she looks like if Piccolo from Fighter Z had more rushdown stuff that was more standard and less
green.
Well, yeah, less side switching. So she's not the mix-up monster that Piccolo was in exchange for having a little bit more versatility.
Yeah.
I'm only just now actually paying attention to some of the moves some of these characters have. I've only just noticed now that Ms. Marvel has a move that is called Jersey Lariat. Oh, that's probably the move. That's probably a Zangief Lariat. Because I've seen, that's definitely Zangief Lariat. Because I've seen Ms. Marvel in the footage doing Zangief Lariat. I have heard from the people from the FGC pros that got to play the game that Captain America is an Oki monster.
Oh no!
Because anytime he gets a knockdown, he just goes up shield throw, so that as soon as you get up, you get hit on top of the head by the shield as it comes back to Cap.
This is what he did to the Nazis.
Yeah. The specific description I saw for Cap that frightened me was Cap feels a lot like Milia Rage.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. As soon as I saw that, I went, oh boy, okay. So that's what we're working with here today, Cap. Tony's the one who looks the most like his Marvel versus Capcom incarnation in a sense.
Yeah.
He looks like he's got... Well, I did see that they're... Tony has 8-way air dash. Star-Lord has 8-way air dash. I think Storm has 8-way air dash. Ms. Marvel doesn't have 8-way air dash, but she has 8-way grab hand. So that's more or less the same.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that I remember Rufus Mongol talking about. So flight. Do you want to guess how people fly in the game?
It is... Oh god, it's like hold the unique button while pressing up.
No, just press up.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh, that's gonna be a game changer. Well, I wonder if you can still special cancel into flight then. Huh. Well, I saw that Dr. Doom doesn't have 8-way air dash, but he does have flight. So that's gonna be weird. Huh. The move list does say Storm can press the wind button while she's doing other moves. So, yeah.
Yes, so suddenly putting the command grab and then press wind forward.
That depends on how quick the command grab is, because that could just result in you bringing the opponent into you as you're in recovery, and that could be bad. Okay, wait. The move list here is saying, okay, correction. Only Star-Lord and Iron Man seem to have 8-way air dash. Storm does not have 8-way air dash, apparently, according to these move lists. So, which I guess makes sense if they're aiming for Storm to be a heavier character. And Doom very much seems like a stinky zoner.
Yeah.
Though, of course, we still have much to see about these characters.
Yes.
I'm not for certain, but going off of the animation, I did see Ms. Marvel's level 3. It looks like it's a grab. It's command grab.
Oh.
So, you know, there's a little bit of something to fuck with you. And how do you... I'm curious about the assists. Because the only character we saw from the demo, all 3 of their assists, I believe, was we saw all 3 of Star-Lord's assists.
Yes, I mean, the assists are mostly standardized. Only back assist is unique.
That's what I would figure, because, well, standardized in terms of function, though I assume that the frame data on all of them is probably going to be different.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have still a Captain Commando, Dante style, this is the character you want on your down assist. Here, just ludicrous screen control.
Yeah.
And with Ms. Marvel alone, we know that her forward assist, because she's... Well, forward assist, I believe they showed on Cap and Ms. Marvel. And Cap just comes out and throws the shield, whereas Ms. Marvel comes out and does the big grab hand and rushes forward. And that will be a meaningful difference there, in part because Ms. Marvel, if she gets blocked, is going to be a lot easier to set up for happy birthdays.
There are no happy birthdays. On top of
that, there are no happy birthdays. Okay, you still hit them, I assume, though, you can still hit assists, though, to damage the opponent, right?
I think so. But you can, okay. Like, if once you counter it, you can't do combo on them.
Okay. So she's going to be more vulnerable there, but also if you choose to do the tag after the assist weirdness, Ms. Marvel will be primed for Oki after she comes out for her forward assist, and Cap won't.
Yeah.
How many of the back assists did we see? Because we saw Star-Lord has the weird tie-up grenade.
I think that's the only one we saw. Or at least that's the only one I remember.
I assume I would have heard by now if Doom's back assist was Aegis Reflector. Because, yeah, putting Aegis Reflector on any character would be kind of bazonkers.
Yeah. I mean, when they said that Doom has Aegis Reflectors, I went, okay. Because in the footage, they show him sending it out. And I go, okay, well, Aegis, it's not really, well, it is kind of Aegis, but it's not really, because you need to send it out, like, you send it out forwards. It's like Potemkin's Aegis Reflector Super, instead of an actual Aegis Reflector. And then I saw the gameplay, I forget whose it was, but I saw gameplay, and no, it's actual Aegis Reflector, he can call it from behind you.
What I can see on the move set, on the move list here, is that he can have 2 different shield placements. And he can also hold the button to make the Aegis Reflector stronger?
All right.
Don't know what that means, but okay. I find it weird that some of the characters have like different uses of the unique button that aren't just like the... I mean, it's the drive button from BlazBlue, right?
Yes.
But I find it weird, some of these, because we know with Ms. Marvel, her weird 8-way grab thing. But I'm looking at the move list, and she can alternatively, while she's on the ground, just crouch and press that button, which causes the move flex on him.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means.
She has Q stunts.
Shout outs, by the way, to the fact that, like, this sucks every time. I wish that there were more character archetypes that really spoke to you. Because it does seem like there are so many fighting games where we play, and I'm like, yeah, I love this character and that character, and you always end up walking away like, well, it's a cool fighting game, but I don't like any of the characters.
Yeah.
So that kind of... I feel like an ass for saying this, but shout outs to the fact that 3 out of my 4 team members are already here in the launch lineup.
Yeah.
Though there is Spider-Man, and well, there might be Rocket Raccoon down the line.
Yeah, but I mean, Spider-Man also very heavily depends on, you know, how they make this man.
Yeah, that's Spidey. Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man is a weird character. And there's going to be the valid question of, like, how similar is he to Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man? Because on one hand, Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man is a classic fighting game character design. On the other hand, Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man is one of the most difficult and weird characters to play in that series.
The only person
for Marvel's.
The only person on this whole wide earth that I know who likes playing Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man is Pink. No one else.
And even then, he gets fucked up by Marvel 3 Spider-Man because he keeps forgetting that Web Swing is on Back Shore U.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really bizarre because Spider-Man, easily Marvel's most popular character. It's not even a question. Like, DC, like, okay, Batman and Superman, who's more iconic? Well, that's a toss-up. Marvel, who's the most iconic character? It's Spider-Man. It's not even in question. Like, Iron Man and Wolverine, you know, they're not nothing, but Spider-Man's in the lead far and away, and no one is going to ever catch up. Yeah. That's just the way it is. So why is he the one that's like the character for weirdo experts? And if you're just picking him up, he's like, wow, he's like Ryu, but worse.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, Tokon. Shit looks cool. All right. What else is up next?
All right. Virtua Fighter 6. It got shown off.
I did see this trailer. I don't know why I missed all the others, but I saw this one. But I did see this one.
Yeah. It looked impressive.
So I'm wondering...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
That's just it. It looked impressive. They said that they weren't gonna make a new Virtua Fighter until they can figure out a way to make it, you know, adhere to the core tenets of OG Virtua Fighter, which is push the fucking tech. And like, yeah, they did.
Yep. For one thing, I like the choice of not having music play during the trailer.
Yeah.
It's a weird choice, but I like it because it kind of seems like it just gets across the refinement of Virtua Fighter down to this is two martial artists having a martial arts match. Which story-wise is boring as fuck, and hopefully there's a story mode that adds some interesting narrative to it. But in terms of the Virtua Fighter aesthetic and what Virtua Fighter is about, as Tekken increasingly is like, this isn't about martial arts, this is about demon, god, space, lasers, explosions, rage meter. I like the Virtua Fighters like, we're about two dudes, or a dude and a chick, or two chicks, just getting in the ring and punching and kicking each other. Yeah. I appreciate that. Now, I wonder... Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
One major thing that I feel like I need to note, and I'm not sure if you actually noticed this, but just how detailed the animations are. Because it wasn't just, you know, smooth motion and shit like that. The characters were interacting with the stage, and the stage is a flat ground. And the characters were interacting with the stage, noticeably.
I'm wondering if that's also going to be a thing, because as Tekken doubles down further and further on, every stage is just going to be flat, and we're just going to change the shape of the ring, whether it's a circle or a square or infinite azure, and that's all we're going to do. Is Virtua Fighter also going to go in the opposite direction and go, nope, we're actually going to do like Dead or Alive used to do, and we're going to bring back, there's going to be stairs, there's going to be ramps, there's going to be hills.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because like imagine, really cool. Yeah, because like imagine if the movesets are adaptive, if they can somehow figure out a way to make the movesets somewhat adaptive to the environment. Imagine if you, I don't know. Imagine if you're in a stage that has two stories with stairs leading up to the second story. Now, I'm not saying you should definitely be able to walk up the stairs, because I think that might be a bit too much to implement. But imagine if you walk up the opponent to the stairs and you have, like, I don't know, with Akira, you have a 1-inch punch. And if you do the 1-inch punch, it sends them flying normally. But if you walk up to the stairs and whatever, then they just fall on the stairs.
I'm thinking of like Wolf Hawkfield tries to do a DDT down the stairs and it just results in both him and his opponent eating shit and rolling all the way down the stairs.
Yeah.
By the way, I am seeing people say that they actually think Sarah might not be Sarah. The devs might not be lying about that. Because even though she wears the same outfit and has the same hair, she noticeably has a rather different face.
I don't know. I'm calling her not Sarah. She is not Sarah. You know?
Yeah, for now, I'm sticking with she's probably just Sarah with amnesia. And it's probably just that they changed the face because, you know, the graphics are better now than they used to be. Because Akira also looks different. Admittedly, he's got the beard now, and that's a big difference. But other than that, you know, he also looks different.
Yes. Like Akira looks more like a fucking Judgment Man.
He does. I mean, there's definitely a certain Yakuza Judgment feeling to the aesthetic here, you know?
Yes.
Because specifically, the bit at the end, the final blow of the match, having the slow-mo zoom in of Akira losing his teeth, that I was looking at and going, okay, they brought in the dude from Yakuza 7 or whoever it was that was Mr. Breadman, right?
Yeah.
And you know the shot that I'm referring to.
Yes.
It is the let's show off this actually stunningly realistic rendition of something that in video games we're pretty used to seeing not done realistically to the point we don't even think about it. Now, the question I have is, will the final hit of any round end in a slow-mo zoom-in shot like that?
I would hope so.
I would really hope so. I question if it's only going to be for, like, the really big moves, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, because part of the question is like, okay, how do we do a hype slow-mo zoom in crouching jab to the thigh?
It only happens on supers.
That would instantly make me go, oh, they don't get it. If they add super moves to Virtual Fire, that would instantly make me go, oh, they don't get it. Okay. Like at Dead or Alive 6, I remember it's free to play, so I tried it, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, this doesn't feel too bad. And I was like, oh, super moves. Why?
It was the style at the time.
Don't get me wrong, it was the style at the time, that's true. But Dead or Alive, don't get me wrong, I know that Dead or Alive has always been exaggerated in some ways, because fucking Hayabusa is doing Azuna drops. And there's always the crazy stage transition where you kick a guy off, or more likely kick a girl, off of a skyscraper, and they fall through fucking 5 floors, and then they get back up and resume fighting. But super moves. Yeah. Anyways. I remain highly curious what Virtual Fire 6 is up to. I mean, we know stages are going to get to a certain degree weird because the very first footage they showed was Akira blasting Sarah through a wall.
Yes.
All right. Good news on that front. What's rolling around on the others?
Then, Armor King. You got a gameplay review.
I have not seen this trailer because I assume Armor King is Armor King.
Yes, not really. They put emphasis more on his newer moves. He has a more heelish moveset.
That makes sense. Hasn't he always had, to a certain degree, a more heelish moveset than regular King, though?
It changes depending on the game. But yeah, so the major takeaways that I noticed is he has Poison Mist.
Okay.
And it actually applies an effect to the other guy's face.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Then, let's see. I should open up the thing because I wrote out all of the noteworthy moves in the fighting games thread. All right, he now has a stance, maybe, I don't know, where he can run up the opponent and then do springboard moves off of them. And the way they showed this off, is he ran up the opponent, did a springboard, and then did a Scorpion Death Drop. A springboard one.
Oh, neat.
So that, and then his super move, because he of course needs one. The super move they gave to him is just a burning hammer. It's just a Potemkin Buster into a burning hammer.
I see. I'll take that better than
Yeah.
launching them into the sky and then blowing them up.
Yeah. And then also, yeah. He also has a new stance-ish thing where he can breathe fire, and the fire, like he just punches you with fire, more or less.
I did hear about that actually. Yes, that he can breathe fire onto his hand and then hit you with it.
Yeah. And that's Honor King.
Well,
yeah.
To my understanding, he was heavily demanded, so I'm glad for people who are waiting on him.
Yes. Then,
to my understanding, Tekken 8 is still on fire currently, but nonetheless, good news for those guys.
Yes, I mean
you get a little sweet treat while you burn.
The Tekken 8 Tekken 8 top 8 didn't help anything, to be honest.
Oh boy, what? Oh right, you said it was just people just playing the top tier characters.
Yes. Like it was the grand finals was Anna against Anno, and then there was a forced character switch, which made it Anna against Nino, for variety's sake.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain about watching Anna, but yeah, that's not an exciting prospect for Tekken 8's gameplay variety.
Yeah. Like anyone who wasn't a Williams sister got eliminated as soon as possible from the top 8.
Well, yeah, shit's been going rough for Tekken 8, I hear. That's not gonna help the reputation.
Yeah. Then they also revealed a new character, Miyarizu.
Oh yeah. The chick from Madagascar.
Yes.
Which they, in classic Bamco fashion, they apparently put a lot of research into getting Madagascar done accurately. So that's really cool.
Yes, and she definitely doesn't look like Christina, different bra.
Yeah. Well, I would say that Bamco, it's even before I really started to take issue with Tekken. Even going back to the Tekken games I like, Tekken 5, Tekken Tag 2, whatever, I have always had an issue with the fact that Bamco really wants to hold on to the idea that the Tekken women need to be sexy.
Yeah.
And I've been vocal about that, and how they won't let Nina or Anna age because they have to be sexy and yada, yada, yada. But part of that also that ties in there is that a lot of the Tekken women do suffer from same-face syndrome.
Yes. Especially in 8, apparently. Like, even women who used to look different now look the same, allegedly.
Yeah, Xiao Yu is the only one I can think of that I would expect her to have a different face. So, yeah, that's... God, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. And it is a thing that perturbs me.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, yeah, that's... Whatever, I'm not sure there's much more I can say that isn't just me being frustrated about how Tekken just won't let go of that thing and just let the women characters actually be interesting.
I mean, to your joy, I've heard, which I have not researched myself, but so take it with a grain of salt. But I have heard that apparently a part of the problem with Tekken 8 specifically is that they have hired the character designer for Dead or Alive. One of them.
Oh Lord! Oh God! Well, I'm trying to think if Dead or Alive suffers from same face issue.
Kind of, but it's more like the like people are. I've seen people specifically point out that the outfits are getting kind of samey for all of the cast and shit like that, and that's when I heard it brought up that one of the designers for Tekken now it used to work on Dead or Alive.
I thought the Tekken 7 was also getting really bad about it with the just loads of samey character designs, because like Kazuya getting the big long coat, badass. Heihachi, I mean, it still makes sense for him as a character. Why does everyone have a badass jacket now?
They paid a lot for the physics engine.
That is true. And it's like the only thing about the graphics that was a meaningful upgrade from Tag 2.
Yeah.
Like, Tekken 8 is a lot prettier. I'll say that. Tekken 8, like, started to actually look like what I would expect a more next-gen Tekken to actually look like. Whereas Tekken 7, I remember when they were showing it off, I was like, remember when Tekken was the forefront of graphics?
Yeah.
Because Tekken 7 really broke that streak. Tekken 5 is the best looking game on the PlayStation 2. Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2 are two of the best looking games on the Xbox 360 and PS3. Tekken 7 is... yeah. It's not ugly. Allow me to say that. I don't mean that it's ugly, but, like... it's not pushing the boundaries as much as you would anticipate from that series.
Yeah. They were too busy removing team battles.
It took a lot of hard work, a lot of elbow grease removing it from the systems.
And they were too busy removing team battles and arcade endings.
You have no idea how many children they had to sacrifice to remove team battles.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Before we hit the, before we learn out of EVO stuff. Viper.
Yeah! She looks good. I mean, we've not seen the gameplay of her, and we won't see the gameplay of her for another month or two.
Yeah.
But the character model looks good. Oh, good.
I was just gonna say, she looks like Viper with more cleavage.
Well, you know Pink's not gonna complain about that.
Yeah.
And that's the primary person in our group that Viper has to please.
Yeah.
Because I'm fine with Viper, but I don't really care about Viper. And somehow Viper just doesn't strike me as being your character.
I mean, if she's gonna be more Captain Commando, maybe.
I do think it's interesting that they say, oh, she's a siren researcher now. And of course, we all know, no, she isn't. No, she isn't. She's spying on Siren for the FBI or the CIA. She has not actually changed sides. But shout-outs to them actually having Viper's story.
She is, however, gay on the side with Cam or with Jury.
That part was not a lie. Her and Jury were fucking like mad. But I do appreciate that they're like kind of simultaneously making it not a huge lie from Jury when she said that Viper's gone over to the other side. But we all know, like, well, it's actually just that Viper was, informally a secret agent in Street Fighter 4. We don't see her get up to any secret agent behavior. She just, kung fu's the same way everyone else does through a tournament, but also has gadgets in her suit. There you go. That's the only secret agent thing about her. With Street Fighter 6, they're like, okay, let's actually build her narrative in this game about her being a secret agent and thus infiltrating a siren. So that's cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
And if it turns out she actually has legit just turned evil and switched over to JP's side, then I'm wrong.
No, she's just agent. She's not secret anymore.
Yeah.
Alright, and also, Outfit 4.
The money pack.
Yeah.
Now they'll get him to pony up the $100. So, yeah. I am curious to see if they'll go through and give everyone else swimsuits, if that's just going to be the Outfit 4 theme, because that could be really fun.
No, because Outfit 4 for...
Oh, they said they won't?
I think they said I think we have evidence that they won't, because I think Outfit 4 for Jury is the ISPA collaboration thing.
I kind of still want them to finish out the rest of that Street Fighter 2 art piece, though. Because have you ever seen you know the art piece I'm referring to, that Chun-Li and Cammy's outfit force are drawn from, right?
No.
So the Chun-Li and Cammy outfits are drawn from a specific Street Fighter 2 art piece. Hang on, I'm going to go get it. Street Fighter 2 Beach art. Here we go. All right, let me get this and then put it in the Discord text chat. And boom.
All right.
So I'm going to say, okay, Jury's not in this art. She gets Iespa, whatever. Well, she wears ordinarily is close enough to a swimsuit anyways. What if they go ahead and add the rest of these designs? Because there's some bangers here. Are you inspecting? Yeah,
Yes, I am. The problem here is that Vega is not in the game. He can't be in a cot piece.
I look at this art and I honestly assume Vega's not wearing a swimsuit. Vega took his mask with him, but is otherwise fully nude and is just simply using his mask to cover up his penis to allure in Poison and these other chicks with the mystery. And to me, Vega, for one thing, is just straight up the kind of dude who would just go to the beach nude, but also it's a joke because he's Spanish, and Spain has lots of nude beaches, right?
Yeah.
That's one winner. I love Ryu fishing in a fundoshi on a raft for some reason. Blanca keeping the doofy life preserver around him. The floaty. And oh my god, I just realized. Well, this would lead to interesting costumes for DJ and Akuma.
Oh, yeah.
Just look in the bottom right.
DJ's just ahead.
No, look above DJ.
Oh. Nice. Good fucking not guessing the mix-up when Akuma's just hair.
Yeah. It's a sand blob.
See, I would just figure that whatever we don't see of the characters is just non-existent. They just Rayman it. Those parts of the character are just invisible.
Well, DJ would be a head and then a hand.
Yes, and Akuma would just be hair.
One.
And Akuma would just shoot be hair and nothing else. Just floating.
Well, he still got his beads out.
But he doesn't... Does he have them in 6? I forget. No.
Oh, God, I don't remember.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Well, still, this alternate costume would have the beads.
Maybe.
Shoutouts to Sagat having a hole put in on his beach house's roof so that he can stand straight up.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't tell. I might have seen the most cut shit today, which I will get to later as well, but I might have seen Sagat with hair.
Oh, God. When I imagine Sagat with hair, I just imagine The Rock with his terrible Mark Kerr wig. Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
So The Rock is trying to do an Oscar winning... The Rock is looking to win Best Actor Oscar for a movie where he plays Mark Kerr, MMA fighter Mark Kerr, when he was in his like mid to early 20s.
Oh.
It is a like Oscar bait movie called like the Shatter Machine or the Break Machine or something.
The Oscar Machine.
So
yeah.
Oh, geez, that's really high resolution. That's taking forever to load. Fuck that. So, hang on. Let me get a clear picture if I can. God damn it. God damn it. Give me a clean picture. Well, fuck it. I'll have to take the high resolution picture. It's the only one that shows him clearly. All right. So let me get the picture. It looks as terrible as you would expect. The Rock in his 50s trying to play a 20-year-old man looks.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine this, but longer and blonde. And that's what I saw.
Oh, no.
Yes.
A blonde Thai dude?
I guess so.
I'm no expert on Thailand, but I don't think blonde hair is supposed to be a natural, like, I don't think that genetic line kept there.
But yeah, anyway. Alright, I guess the last EVO news. They did announce when the next EVOs are gonna be.
Okay.
So, EVO Japan is gonna be May 1st through 3rd. Las Vegas has moved up, so now it's in from June 26th to 28th.
Oh, damn.
And then also as a cross announcement, they also got a camera on Jabali, because that's when CEO is. So they also got a thing on Jabali, and Jabali had a shorten that had the new dates on it for CEO. So basically, EVO and CEO just switched places in the schedule, more or less.
Okay.
And then August 14th to 16th is EVO Awards. Oh no, that's CEO. I'm mixing it up. Yeah. Also, EVO France is gonna be like 2 months from now, and they've already announced that there's gonna be EVO France 2 next year.
Okay.
Which, like, that there has been talk.
That is gonna be very. Oh, go ahead.
There has been talks of me possibly going to EVO France, but for one, money, and for two, like, if I don't go, then I won't be watching, probably, just because, like, I'm hoping they don't announce anything important to me. Because, like, EVO can be fun, but EVO can be draining, and fuck do I feel it.
Yeah, and it's not cheap.
Yes.
All right.
Although the Friends tickets are apparently like 1/3 of the price for than Las Vegas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, in other news, Punch Planet teased the new character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do have 2 more character slots left open. I'm gonna be honest, the last time I logged in there, I was like, man, I've not heard anything from Punch Planet forever. I guess they're just not gonna finish it. So that's a surprise.
Yeah. And then, actually, first, Ken is now playable in City of the Wolves.
Yes, which is tied to another bit of news that I think you found very exciting.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, so maybe?
Well, he has an arcade mode ending where him and Terry stand together, and Ken looks at Terry and says, Capcom versus SNK 3. And then Terry looks at Ken, and he says, Capcom versus SNK 3. And then Ken, he thinks on it, and he rubs his chin, and he looks back at Terry and says, Capcom versus SNK 3. And then Terry, he raises his fist to the air, and he looks at this guy, and he says, Capcom versus SNK 3. And then they both get nude and have gay sex.
Yeah, that was the best part. The wife once found out I'm in Southtown.
Blueberry's fine with it. She likes to watch.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah,
That's a lot of blondes there, come to think about it.
yes. But yes, like we talked about this in a video that will come out like next year, but it felt like increasingly the more they do the crossover between Fatal Fury and Capcom, it's been feeling like Capcom and SNK collectively have been yelling into my ear CvS3 louder and louder. And like I wish that they would just
No, go ahead.
I wish that they would just get on with it. Like I don't need a big fucking like I don't need it like fucking whatchamacallit. Like I don't need them to come out on stage and say playable today. I need them to come out on stage, show me a couple of pictures, say we're working on this, and I'd be fine. If they have some gameplay footage of like fucking Terry and Ken in a training stage and they're just fucking ported from Street Fighter 6, I'm fine with that. You know, like that's cool,
Yeah,
but I don't need it.
Like when I was seeing that clip of the ending, I was thinking, okay, here's what you do. Make 8 of the SNK characters in the Street Fighter 6 style, and just keep Terry and Mai the way they are from Street Fighter 6, and bring over 10 characters from Street Fighter 6 to just port directly, you know, Ryu, Ken, whoever. 20 character roster, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
You only need to make 8 new characters, and I'll still pay $60 for it. I don't give a shit. Or do the fucking cross-Tekken gimmick. Put the Season 5 Street Fighter 6 characters in there.
Yes.
Before Season 5 comes out. And then be like, hey, Season 5, we got Dudley.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it, why not? I'd be down for that. Like, I genuinely do not want them to make many new assets. I'm fine with them porting just the roster for Street Fighter 6 and then just make as many characters from fucking SNK and then just calling it a day, you know?
Yeah, like, we keep it humble. We keep that. Only 2 grooves. Cap groove, SNK groove. There you go. Cap groove, they play like Street Fighter 6. SNK groove, they play like KOF 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fucking radical. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, there was that leak from Capcom that went out some time ago that had been very correct up until the point where it says, oh, also Marvel vs. Capcom 5.
Yes, there's only 2 points where it's been incorrect. Saying that Marvel Tokon will be a 1v1 game, and Marvel 5.
Okay, well, Tokon, you can kind of see that there might have been at some point the idea of it being a 1v1 game.
Yes.
Because every character having 4 special moves, 5 if you count the unique, minimum, is really big move sets by tag fighter standards. And the fact that it's a single health meter and the assists are just there does kind of feel like, was this developed as a 1v1 fighter first and they slapped on the tag stuff because they're like, well, people kind of expect MVC tag fighter stuff in a Marvel fighter.
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, like I don't know, because the plan around that time, when that leak was, you know, written, or when that information reached the person who leaked it, the plan around that time allegedly was to do Tokon like 2 years ago, to do Marvel 5 this year, and then do CvS3 next year. Something like that.
It would have been, if this leak has any hint of the truth to it, which who can really say? Maybe they got really lucky on a shitload of guesses. But if this leak was the truth, I would question if there would have been some talk between Capcom and Arxis, since so many of the fighting games are friendly with each other now, where it would have been, okay, we're thinking, since you guys had to delay Tokon, we're going to push CVS ahead of MVC in the schedule. We're going to hold off on MVC for several years, and we're going to do CVS instead, and we're going to go ahead and make Terry and Mai and put them in Street Fighter 6.
Maybe. I mean, I'm fine with that because I like CVS better than Marvel. So, you know, I win.
I like both.
Yeah.
Gee, Jimmy, why does your mom let you have 2 hot dogs?
But yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yes?
If they ever did a CVS 3, we never got to see Capcom's take on Clark Still.
Oh no.
But also, if the Fatal Fury ending is anything to go off of, the grappler they shot out, which means we're probably not getting Clark Still if they do a CvS3.
Yeah, Teasing.
But the grappler they shot out is Teasing.
But I mean, you also
did Capcom's Teasing look like?
You also have to keep in mind though that this is specifically Fatal Fury Terry, who does not know Ken. Like Fatal Fury Terry, since he's a different guy, to KOF Terry, who knows Ken.
Right, the timeline thing, which they're probably going to go with the KOF timeline instead of the Fatal Fury timeline, I would assume, because then you're just limiting yourself to the Fatal Fury cast, and people are going to go, where's Iori? Where's Kyo? Where's K-Dash?
Where's Leona?
Yeah. And the CvS, and where's Athena?
Yes.
And the CvS game, CvS2, due to the timing of its release, missed out on several characters that are now considered core part of the KOF cast.
Yes.
We never got Capcom's take on K-Dash.
Yeah, which I mean, fucking imagine a game. I mean, this won't happen because I don't expect it to happen. But imagine if they had a game with both fucking Lucia and K-Dash, Lucia being Femme K-Dash with a guy on, I guess.
God.
You know,
I mean, I would not consider Lucia an impossibility for Street Fighter 6.
I mean, maybe not. Yeah,
because she's the. Oh, go ahead.
Maybe not, but I feel like there's like I don't know, 2 handfuls of characters that I can think of who are higher priority than her, and I say this as someone who likes Lucia in SF5.
Yeah, shit's weird though, because like Alex, I would have 100% said Alex is not coming in for Street Fighter 6. He's coming in for Street Fighter 7. Because Alex, I don't think Capcom loves at that time. I didn't think Capcom loved Alex enough to have him be there in 2 games in a row. I figured he was a once every other game kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, to a certain degree, I think the bets are off for who's going to be in what game. And there's also some characters that I would have said would absolutely have been in by now, and they're not. Nonetheless, yeah, that's... Oh, go ahead.
I'm just trying to think because, like, you know, if we are doing CvS3, then I am getting the thing I want, which is the fucking rivalry between Akuma and Rugal to continue, probably.
Oh God! Well, there was that tie-in comic, wasn't there?
Yes. Well, I didn't see the tie-in comic, but I remember it ends with Kyo and Ryu say it's Kyo and Ryu lying next to each other on the ground and going CvS3, CvS3. For like 2 pages.
Yep.
So yeah,
I imagine those comics don't matter that much, but it would be interesting if they did matter. Because also, Marvel vs. Capcom 5, if they did do it, it would be an interesting plot thread to start off with how that comic ended, which is Akuma and Thanos are both problems. So, I forget who, but somebody just sends Thanos and Akuma off to their own pocket dimension. And it's just like, whatever, let them go sit by themselves. And Akuma's like, yeah, I can fight Thanos forever. And Thanos is like, this sucks. I can't kill everyone from here. So what? Marvel vs. Capcom 5. You get to the final boss, it's a 50-50. You either can fight... The final boss will either be Shin Thanos, who has absorbed the Satsui no Hado from Akuma, or alternatively, Infinity Akuma, who has taken the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos.
Like, let's not get it twisted. Infinity Akuma is just rare Akuma, though. Like, just 100%.
Yeah, he would. Space Stone, and it's just that another baby Akuma comes out.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, Reality Stone. Space Stone, we are now right next to each other.
Yeah. Like, he just uses...
Time Stone, I am already in the middle of comboing you.
Yes. I feel like Time Stone would be a good way to introduce a Roman cancel mechanic. you just stop time. Yeah.
That's what they should have done in Infinite with the Time Stone.
Yes. You just use the time stone. The guy is still hit. They're stuck in recovery, and then you just start a different combo.
Yep.
And to make it not broken, it lasts like, I don't know, 3 seconds, and if you don't hit them, and if you hit them, it goes away immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, the past couple of months of me going through the all of the stuff, which, by the way, you don't go to World Tour. I have played like most of the DLC character stories just because, you know, it affects the game, as it turns out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I've played the character stories, and you don't know this, but genuinely, fucking like 40 to 60% of both of my and Terry's storylines in Street Fighter 6 is CvS3.
Yeah.
And then there's the comic, and then there's this. Like, I'm being blueballed by Capcom and SNK, and I just want them to stop. You know.
I was like very confused and halfway cynical of like Capcom at a certain point for anything that isn't Street Fighter, I just enter nothing ever happens mode, right?
Yeah.
Because like I'm still highly cynical of the idea of there being a Marvel vs. Capcom 5, especially in light of Tokon, right? If Tokon didn't exist, I'd go, yeah, I can see Marvel 5 happening in the next couple of years. But Tokon existing is like, no, I don't see it. But even with me generally having the nothing ever happens mentality for Capcom ever making a fighting game that isn't Street Fighter ever again, that Fatal Fury ending kind of lays it on a bit thick.
Yes, and like most of the things, like the only difference between that Fatal Fury ending and most of the stuff Capcom has done is that Capcom didn't propose matchups.
Yeah. That's the part that implies, like, get hyped for this.
And so yeah, that's why I've been like, when I fucking want them to announce CvS3, not because like I want the game to exist, sure, but I want the voices to stop. I want them to stop yelling at me that CvS3 is happening. I want them to show that CvS3 is happening so that I can be done and just be hyped for CvS3, you know?
Yeah.
Also, Ken does look cool in Fatal Fury. Needs to be said.
He does.
You know what fucking feint they gave him?
What, feint?
Yes, so there's apparently a universal mechanic where characters can feint their moves. And
okay.
The feint that Ken gets, usually it's three different feints. The feint that Ken gets is only one feint. He can feint Hadouken.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... Because, like, over in Guilty Gear, there's really only one feint in all of Guilty Gear, which is Gunflame Feint. And it is a game-defining tool for Soul.
Yeah. Like, I've seen footage of Justin going with the Hadouken feint to get a guy to press a button and then pressing the faster button instead. Into 70% combo, of course.
Oh, yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. Alright. And then, Sagat.
Yes! I am not buying the Season 3 pass for Sagat. I am waiting at least till Sea Viper drops.
Alright. I did play a bit of him. Because they gave me a rental fighter.
Yeah?
Feels like Sagat. Like...
That, yep.
The only difference is that on, like... I don't exactly know, of course, why they went with the already changed the Fireball game. I'm fine with it, honestly. Like, Sagat doesn't feel less feature complete than he did in the earlier games. The only... bless you. The only major difference is that now sometimes I want to do low Fireball instead get Tiger Knee. Because it's on the input that low Fireball used to be on.
Oh, Tiger Knee's not on a Shoryu anymore?
No, it's on Hado. It's on Hado Kick.
I mean, I guess I guess for new players, that conveys better that Tiger Knee is not supposed to be an anti-air, but still, that's a surprise. How many fucking inputs has Tiger Knee had now?
3.
Lord.
It is now in the same running as Demon Flip, which had 4, I think.
Well, God, I feel like Demon Flip, they've gone both way on the half circles. Like he's had half circle forward Demon Flip and half circle back Demon Flip.
I think both of those, he had Shoryuken Demon Flip, he had Tiger Knee, like traditional Tiger Knee input, fucking half circle diagonal. That's what it started out as. And now it's a quarter circle.
God.
Yeah.
Well, he's never had half circle straight up, so they're not done yet. And Gold Lewis proved you can do it.
Yeah. Half circle down.
Yeah. That's diving Demon Flip.
Yeah, that's Demon Burrow.
Could you imagine Akuma being able to cancel any of his air normals into Demon Flip?
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the fucking mix-up potential of a move called Demon Burrow? Akuma just goes into the ground and he comes out fucking some other place.
Well, considering that Akuma can, from Demon Flip, generally do overhead low throw, it's a 33-33-33 mix-up, even with the ability to see Akuma going through the air.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Akuma gets the world's first diving out of the ground upwards dive kick?
That's not true. Melina has that in MK1.
Oh, right.
It's for sure you. Oh, shit. All right. An exciting round of news coming out of EVO, and did you see the new meme to come out of EVO?
The guy faking a breakdown?
Yeah, that. He went for it.
Yeah.
Well, the peak, of course, is then, I believe his name was Kojiko, who, the winner, who looks over at that and then looks back at the screen and makes kind of a shrug, like you'd expect there to be a, pause the screen, roll credits, just playing Seinfeld, bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam. Oh, shit. Good shit. Also, you did not tell me that the guy that won Strive Top 8 not only played Johnny, but he also took a Johnny hat and sword for his picture.
I thought you saw. They showed the image.
No, I didn't see it until after, when I saw the EVO upload the YouTube video afterwards. Over here's the top 8 final match. And like, what? Oh, shit. Good shit, though.
Yeah. And then I guess the last bit of news that we have is if you go over to the scrap character designs thread, then we do have one for Bob.
Did you say Bob?
Yes.
Oh, Bob. Oh, my lord.
Your favorite comedian, I think, Bob Sagat.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, Bob Saget. Good lord. Okay. So the idea here was for Sagat to look depressed.
Yes. I don't know.
A lot of these.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The one that I wish they would make a DLC out of these is the one where he's in all white, just like fucking Big Mr. Big, I think.
It's difficult to say if that was the intended color because all of it's in grayscale except for the first two designs. But
yeah,
That would have been cool, but I feel like it wouldn't have been Sagat. That's how Balrog should dress.
I don't know. I like this as a DLC outfit for Sagat. It shouldn't have been his default, but I want the Sagat that dresses like that. You know.
I like it as a DLC outfit, but it should be like Sagat in his Four Kings era.
Yeah.
Modern Sagat, I just can't being that much of an asshole. You know.
Also, shoutouts to the one where he has a bomber jacket, making him look like the fucking guy from Power Stone.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I don't know.
He stole Guile's jacket. What? Okay, that first design, like if we're going from the left to right numbering, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Design number 1 is Kratos. It's just Kratos.
I know, yeah.
Sagat is looking at Adon and going, boy. And Adon's like, I'm only 5 years younger than you.
We also haven't talked in the past 20 years because you disappointed me.
You will always be a disappointment, boy.
And was this the thing? Adon is disappointed in Sagat, not the other way around.
That's true. I think they disappoint each other.
No, actually, Sagat talks about Adon and he says, man, I fucking hope that he eventually finds peace.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Sagat wants Adon to be less of an asshole. Adon wants Sagat to be more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Is design number 4 not just the shark dude from Virtual Fighter? The dude with the sharp teeth and the blue skin? Or the white skin? Go?
No.
Oh, okay. He looks like that. Oh, no, I'm thinking of... he looks like Rig from Dead or Alive. That's who I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
Edgelord.
7 is just the Undertaker. He's just the Undertaker.
It actually is. He's even got the Undertaker's tie wrapped around his waist.
Yeah. That would have been purple.
I mean, most of these look rather homeless. Which, I mean, that's, to a certain degree, that's Sagat. He just looks homeless by nature. But number 8 in particular looks homeless. Number 8 looks like Sagat is trying to rip off Bison's amnesia to try and look deeper. Guys, I've got amnesia too. It's so sad.
This is really funny considering Sagat's sexual arcade ending.
So what is his arcade ending?
Bison shows up during the arcade and he's like, yo, Sagat, I'm reforming the Four Kings. One in, and then Sagat goes, I thought you were dead, also no. And they just fight, and then Sagat goes, fuck off.
That's...
yeah.
Go ahead.
Bison then explodes into evil.
In classic Bison fashion, yes. Well, it's kind of just spinning the wheels for Sagat, isn't it?
Well, technically yes, but not really, because for the past 2 games, his deal was more like, you know, I'm gonna be like Ryu, and I'm gonna be a good person and stuff like that. And he still does that, but Bison hasn't really been bothering him for the past 2 or 3 games.
Also, if Bison's trying to reassemble the Four Kings, has he got his memory back?
No. He has residual.
No.
He has residual memory. Like he remembers that he's supposed to be evil and that he was at the top of Shadowloo, more or less, I guess. So it's a slightly different Bison trying to reassemble Shadowloo.
Okay, this is weird because this feels like it's still just a way for them to keep Bison around, keeping Bison doing the same things.
Yes. Although I do wonder...
I was kind of curious when they revealed the amnesia things. It's like, oh, does this mean Bison's going to change a lot as a person now? But like, apparently no. It's just going to be not. Bison's still doing Bison stuff, but now he doesn't remember his name.
Like the most interesting part of this, I suppose, is that when Bison was revealed, you know, you talk with people, and 2 of the people that you talk with are Vega and Balrog. in texts, and I found these texts recently. I read over them again, and apparently neither of them want anything to do with Bison now. So like,
oh yeah, they were getting to be that way. Like I think already by the time of like Street Fighter. I mean, even by the time of Street Fighter Alpha, Vega was already like, I love killing people and I love being evil, and making money, but I just hate hurting pretty women, and Bison kind of requires me to do that.
yeah.
And Rog, I think we knew where he was going instead of Street Fighter 5, right?
Yeah.
Rog is not on the path to total redemption, because on some level, Rog is fundamentally always going to be my fight money, asshole. But I think we all kind of figured from 5, Rog's path was going to be being a father to Ed has made him less of an ass. I mean, he should be less evil. He's still an ass, and he still loves money and all that. But he's not going to be Mr. Bad Guy, evil guy anymore.
Yeah.
Probably.
But then, like, okay, who will the four new kings be then? Because like we have Fong, we have Aki, I guess, just because of Fong.
I would question if Aki replaces Fong personally.
I mean, I would assume that Fong gets a placement, but just he's not on the roster.
Could be, yeah.
Because I don't see Aki going into it without Fong pushing her too.
Yeah, that would make sense. JP, I mean, I would assume that JP, even though he's got that psycho power in his staff, will still, if Bison comes around, go, yeah, I can go back to being your accountant. But,
oh no.
Well, not really your accountant anymore.
Nah, like JP's running Neo Shadowloo. Oh no, JP's running Shadowloo, technically. Ed is running Neo Shadowloo.
I thought he's running Siren.
I fucking forget. I think... No, he's running Shadowloo, I think, because he was making people into Psycho Soldiers. Like Siren, CERN, whatever the fuck they are, that's a different company that is also evil.
Oh, okay.
Like it's the Sin. It's Sin, their equivalent.
Well, it might just still be Sin, just Seth founded it under a new name since he blew up.
Yeah.
If Bison wants to gather a new 4 kings, that will be... Bison, Fong, Aki, Lily.
Bison, Fong, Aki, Monkey.
Yes! Ed and Falk are like, no. But then the Psycho Power Monk Gorilla is like, yeah!
I mean, if they make Lily be one of the 4 kings, like I think that would be funny, because I would assume that Lily is just like she's Three Stoogesing her way through being one of the 4 kings, you know.
Oh shit!
But that's all the spirits are evil.
I wonder if that is going to be part of the thing with Lily, right? Because she's probably not got the Satsui no Hado, and she's probably not got Psycho Power. But why was Dhalsim like bad juju on that girl?
I don't know. It could be any number of things. It could just be a drop plot point that they thought were interesting at the start of the game, and then they just went, never mind. Because apparently, I found out recently in Alpha 2, Aidon has a rivalry with Akuma, where Akuma, does Akuma things, and Aidon is like, I need to kill that motherfucker. He's too cool. And then by the time of Alpha 3, they dropped this. It's gone, never to be mentioned again.
Yeah, that's kind of a just sheer random pairing there. I mean, I get that Aidon and Akuma are both egotistical martial artists, but there's a lot of egotistical martial artists in Street Fighter.
Yeah. I mean, their reasoning in Alpha 2 was that Aidon is looking for Akuma because he wants to get stronger and Satsui no Hado or something or other, which, like, I suppose Like that's very thin. That's barely anything. So I'm not faulting them for dropping the plot point. It's just also like, why? How did we get here in the first place? You know?
There could be something there if Adon's thing is, I want to prove I'm better than Sagat. Sagat lost to Ryu because Ryu tapped into the Satsui no Hado. So I'm going to prove that I'm better than Sagat by seeking out the best Satsui no Hado guy and beating him.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Maybe. I guess we'll see if they ever bring Adon back.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe that's all of the news.
All right.